Vitebsk is 250 miles due west of Moscow. It is one of the gates to the Soviet Republic of Belarus, which the Germans had held for 3 years. An important railway junction, it was a strategical hub in the Germans' defences, a bastion of their eastern wall. The Red Army's offensive of the winter and spring of 1943-44 had eaten away this heavily fortified zone and left Vitebsk enclosed in a horseshoe. The German command was determined to hold this key point and assigned 10 picked divisions for its defence. The Vitebsk bastion had to be reduced as a preliminary to the liberation of Soviet Belarus, and in the early summer of this year, the Red Army massed troops and armament for its assault. The operation was carried out by the 3rd Belarusian Army, commanded by General Chernyakhovsky, and the 1st Belarusian Army, commanded by General Bagramyan. Their task was to break through this heavily fortified zone, extending to a great depth, surround and annihilate the German forces holding it, and recover the city of Vitebsk. June the 23rd, at 1 in the same hour, from the south and the northwest, the Soviet batteries launched a fiery inferno at the Germans' positions. The air forces of the 2 Soviet armies added the weight of their blow. Meanwhile, the infantry waited, taut and tense, to take their part in the action. When the signal came, they eagerly rose for the attack. Soviet tanks sped forward to pour into the breaches blasted in the Germans' defences by artillery and aircraft. Germans raise their hands and surrender. These are only the first trickle of what is going to be a tremendous haul of prisoners. Stromoviks supported the advance of tanks and infantry. Flying at low level, they poured a deadly fire into the Germans' battle order. This is what the Vitebsk sector of the celebrated Eastern Wall looked like after the first day of the army offensive. Avalanche swept on, liberating mile after mile of Belarusian territory. The black night of German occupation that hung over Belarus for 3 years came to an end. This was a concentration camp, where 8,000 Soviet citizens languished in mud and filth, without a roof to their heads, dying of starvation, exposure, maltreatment, and disease. The Germans, before their flight, began shooting the surviving prisoners. The Red Army's swift advance saved these people from certain doom. In all the 3 years of the German occupation, they had not eaten real bread. This little girl is 3 years old. She hadn't seen sugar in her life. The Moscow newspaper is eagerly devouring for news of their Soviet homeland. The liberated captives set out to return to their homes from they were torn by the Germans. Never will the Belarusians forget the crimes of the Nazis, and never will they